Uh, Hello, good evening. I'm recording this. Hold on. This might be a bit better. Right, sorry, there's not much light here. I'm actually recording this in the middle of the White Desert, and it's so quiet and still here. I left Cairo this morning and came up with this great idea that I would like to spend a night camping in the Egyptian desert. So I took a bus to the edge of the Western Desert, and I got off the bus and I was told that to go to a certain place where I would be able to hire a guide, because independent as I've been on this trip, I'm not nearly brave enough to attempt to just wander off into the desert on my own. That's probably pretty suicidal. So I got this guy who understood what I wanted to do, and he's very local, very rustic fellow. He probably hasn't got a bloody clue what I'm doing over here, but also met this Taiwanese girl who was going to the same place to find a guide because she wanted to see the Baharia Oasis. Lu Yin is her name. So we decided we'd just get the same guide, and because she was into doing the camping thing overnight too. So here we are in the middle of the White Desert, with this little more than just a campfire going, and it's awesome. I've taken my shoes off because it's the only way to get around really, and such a great feeling with the sand under your feet, and even with the campfire lit, I've never seen such a sky full of stars. Seriously, the stars here are amazing, and I can't wait to see what the sky is going to look like once the fire goes out. But the trip up here was pretty interesting too, in his sort of jeep thing that he's got, very rattly, like the back door that I was sat next to, as if it was going to fall off any second. Then he goes into 4x4 mode and goes off the road and just starts driving into the desert. Just keeps going and going for ages and ages and ages. I couldn't even attempt to find my way back by road now, or back to the road now, should I say. So that was an experience in itself. I shot a bit of footage of the trip up here. I might splice that in right about now. So that's kind of what it was like, but obviously now it's pitch black and I really can't show you much at all. I can't show you anything on this crappy camera, but you just have to take my word for it that with the sand under your feet and the stars in the sky above you, it's like, wow, what a world to live in. So I'm now going to go back and try and what you saw in the car there a minute ago, that pile of blankets and things, that's what we're going to sleep on tonight. So I'm going to go back and get all tucked up in that and try and get some sleep, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning from the White Desert. Sorry about the dark last night, but no choice really. It's been a bit of a chilly night, but still great experience. It's like laying on your back looking up at the stars. I was so tired, but I just didn't want to close my eyes because it was so awesome. But I managed to get a bit of sleep. The sun, I still got phone signal out here for some reason, don't ask me to explain that. But the sun's about to come up just behind me over there, and I've just gotten up and looked around our camp and our campfire, and there's little fox tracks everywhere all around, so we obviously had desert foxes come in the night and sniff around us or whatever. Our guide is currently cooking us up some breakfast over the fire, which is nice. He's obviously done this before. He's got all his camping gear in his jeep and everything, so this was pretty cool. We had like a windbreaker sheet and everything up, and a little table and all these other things, so he obviously knows what he's doing. So yeah, it's been a really interesting night. So we're going to wait for the sun to come up and then drive around and take a look at some desert sites before heading back.
Well, now that the sun's come up a bit more, I thought I'd give you a better idea of where we are. This is behind me is the White Desert. And at first I thought like the Black Desert and the White Desert were just names, much in the way that Cilla Black's not really black and Barry White's not really white. But as it turns out, the Black Desert's so cool because it is literally black. It's covered in these sort of black rocks, which gives it quite a dirty, kind of nasty look to it. But then as you go into the White Desert, all of a sudden it starts to look like there's snow everywhere. I mean, it's actually this white stuff is a chalky deposit of some sort. I'm not a geologist, so I don't know the details of it. But basically, it's really weird and surreal looking around and seeing what looks for all the world like snow in the middle of the desert. It's quite a crazy thing, really. You could be in the Arctic. I don't know, so I just thought I'd show you that to give you an idea.
Hello and welcome to my room for tonight. This is actually the sleeper train from Cairo to Aswan, and I'm hoping to go from there to Luxor tomorrow morning. So we've gone from hotels to deserts to trains. This for a train, this is actually quite luxurious. I don't know if you can see it. It's got its own bathroom and a door there. For a train, it's not bad at all. And they give you dinner, they give you breakfast. It's very nice. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any sightseeing in Aswan yet. I guess I'll see how I am for time when I get there. But the White Desert tour earlier was very cool. Text still coming in, still got phone signal wherever I go, which is great. So yeah, we saw a lot of different rock formations. It's like that game where you try and see shapes in clouds. All these rock formations all look like different things. Some of them very distinctly, and our guide was sort of taking us to different ones, like this is chicken, this is camel, this is blah 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 blah. So that was really, really interesting, and I got back to Cairo only just, because I realised there was only one bus at 10 o'clock in the morning. I just made it, and it's a really windy day and just dust and sand blowing everywhere, and I just got absolutely covered in it, like sand in every orifice, and so I had to get myself a hotel room just to freshen up a bit, because I didn't fancy walking around Luxor, absolutely as funky as I felt after that night in the desert and then the blustery sand stuff in Cairo. So yeah, feeling good at the moment. I'm going to get some sleep here on the train, and I'll talk to you again from Luxor, hopefully.